for recording.
Okay, good afternoon. This is the Land Bank Committee meeting. The date is May 20th, 2024, and it is 2 p.m. I guess we'll call the roll for attendance first.
Colleen Gilson.
Here.
Stuart Hastings.
Here.
Jared Oliver.
Here.
John Orzak.
Here.
Steve Pajali.
Here.
Okay, so the first item of business is to review the minutes from the March 18th meeting, which was our last meeting. We can discuss, or if they are approved as, or okay as presented, we can take a motion for approval.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of March 18th, 2024. Second.
Okay, is there any discussion needed on these minutes? Okay, Quinn, if you wouldn't mind calling the roll, please.
Steve Pajali.
Yes.
John Orzak.
Yes.
Jared Oliver.
Yes.
Stuart Hastings.
Yes.
Colleen Gilson.
Yes.
Okay, and there is no old business at this time. The new business, we received two applications. The first of which is from Mary Custard, residing at 1217 C Street. She is applying to acquire the property next to hers, which is a land bank parcel at 1233 C Street. The proposal is to construct a single-family residential home that a family member will own and occupy. However, she is the applicant. So they did provide a building plan. The structure will be approximately 33 by 36 feet with 1,007 square feet of residential living space. It will have 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms and will be placed on a slab foundation with the crawl space. Just some background information. The city acquired the property in 2018 through tax foreclosure. They've been maintaining it ever since. The non-productive parcel is zoned R140, single-family residential. The lot abuts the property owned by Ms. Custard. And it appears, if I show you this aerial up here, it appears that they own 4 to 5 lots that have been combined over the years. I'm not sure if that was their doing or the previous owner. Let's see. The budget impact, if this acquisition is approved, a purchase and sale agreement will be drafted with a sale price of $1,500 plus closing cost. This is in line with the current pricing structure for a buildable lot. Let's see, taxes, and if we return this to return the non-productive land to tax-producing status, the taxing districts will begin collecting real estate taxes once the structure is built. And then by right, the property owner will be allowed to apply for the 75% tax abatement for 10 years. Conditions of this sale, contingent on the Land Bank Committee approval to recommend the sale, approvals from outside boards and commissions as far as the zoning code and building code, approval from City Commission for a purchase and sale agreement, and a fully executed purchase and sale agreement with conditions. It is recommended that this application be denied based on the amount of land that Ms. Custard currently owns. Denying this application would prevent her from combining this lot and putting just more parcels on the lot. It's recommended that if a family member was going to live in this property, that maybe they apply in their own name and they can submit the same building plan, and we can, take this before the board again. If the current request is approved, however, a purchase and sale agreement will go before City Commission for final approval. and not before more detailed site elevation plans and building plans are accepted through our planning department. And that's basically all of the information that I have on the parcel, but I can answer any questions that the board might have.
Just, I've got a question just for clarification. So the recommendation is to deny it based on the amount of land currently owned by Mrs. Custard. Is the concern that she's just trying to acquire more land, or I guess I'm not quite sure why the denial, or is it more she's got enough land there that maybe they could put the house on one of the pieces she has?
Right. So basically both. It was relayed to her that if she purchases this parcel, it would have to have a new construction on it, a building of some sort. So they did provide the draft building plan. But there is quite a bit of land that they own currently, and it would just prevent them from building this and then maybe renting it or selling it to someone else if we had somebody that was going to apply to live in the property, because she's not going to live there. If we had that family member apply themselves, then they would own or occupy this house.
Commissioner, thank you for that question. I had a similar question. I would be more than happy to, work with you and a new applicant who is proposing to live there. You said it's a family member. Did she identify who
I
in her
believe
family?
she said a son, but I don't.
Yeah, I would strongly encourage her son to reapply for this lot, and then we work with him on the design and the, bringing that application to a future meeting.
Was that then a recommendation for denial, or?
Yeah, I would make a motion to follow the recommendation and deny this application.
I'll second.
Okay, any further discussion on this parcel, individual parcel? Okay, we'll call the roll then on the motion.
Jared Oliver,
Yes.
Colleen Gilson,
Yes.
Steve Pajali,
Yes.
Stuart Hastings,
Yes.
John Orzak.
I will definitely contact Ms. Custard and relay all that information to her. Hopefully, we'll get a new application. Item number 2 on the agenda is a purchase request for new construction at 1428 McKinley Street. I realize the first agenda may have had a typo. I think I put the applicant's actual address in the title for this report, but the information is as follows. David and Shalay Hunter do reside at 1413 McKinley Street, and they have requested to acquire a parcel down the street from them owned by the land bank, and this property is located at 1428 McKinley Street, identified as parcel number 57-02293.000 for clarification. The proposal is to construct a wood shop on the property. There's currently no final building plan, but if this committee approves, the Hunters are prepared to work with the planning staff regarding a possible zoning amendment or a variance through the Zoning Appeals Board, as this is a single-family residential parcel. The city acquired the property in 2016 through tax foreclosure. The non-productive parcel is zoned R140, and that is a single-family residential zoning code. The parcels are spread apart as the Hunters reside at 1413 and the city parcel is at 1428. So there's no possible combination of these. They're actually even across the street from each other. The lot is approximately 40 by 305 feet. The recommended purchase price, if this committee approves recommendation for sale, would be $1,500 plus closing cost, which is in line with the current pricing structure for one buildable lot. The taxes on the, okay, these are just kind of photos of the vacant lot. Taxes, by returning this property to productive use, the taxing districts will begin collecting real estate taxes once the structure is built. Conditions of the sale would be approval from this committee to recommend sale for the use presented, approvals from outside boards and commissions, and the approval from City Commission once a purchase and sale agreement is drafted, and then a fully executed purchase and sale agreement with any conditions. It is requested that the Land Bank Committee recommend either approval or denial of the intended use of the property based on the information provided. If the current request is approved, a purchase and sale agreement will go before City Commission for final approval, but not before a more detailed site elevation and building plan is accepted through our planning department. And that's all I have on that one, and I'll entertain any questions or discussion.
I'll make a motion for denial. If I get a second, then I'll give more comment.
Second.
Okay,
So-
we'll go for discussion.
So I talked to Aaron Blair, the chief planner, and I'm obviously aware that we don't have freestanding garages or structures that are on, in residential neighborhoods and residential properties. So that'd be the reason that made the motion and why I'm going to vote that way. It doesn't fit our zoning, and Erin indicated that she would never make that recommendation, which I would support as well. So that's the reasons.
Okay, anything further?
Yeah, I had a question. Do we know the purpose of this wood shop? Is this for a business?
I don't believe it's for a business, but I think the husband just kind of does this. You know, he likes, he cuts down wood now, and it would be a place to store that and do that. I don't know if he actually sells it or what he does with it, if he carves it. I don't know. Unfortunately. Anything further? Okay, we will call the roll then on the motion.
John Orzak,
Yes.
Stuart Hastings,
Yes.
Colleen Gilson,
Yes.
Steve Pajali,
Yes.
Jared Oliver.
Yes.
Okay, that motion then, or that application then is denied, and I will notify the applicant of the answer. That is all that I have on the reports. If there's anything that any committee member wants to discuss, we can discuss anything at this time. The next meeting will be July 15th, 2024, as needed. If we don't need a meeting, then it will be canceled prior to.
How are we doing on land bank lots? How many do we have currently?
We still have in the 80s, like, yeah, I think the last count was 86 or 89, something. But,
Okay.
yeah, there's a lot,
Okay.
but a lot of opportunity. Okay, if there's no other discussion, then we can,
Move to adjourn.
Second.
thank you. Meeting's adjourned at 2:13 PM.